8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're live. Live as live gets. Hey, we're live in South Padre Island from South Padre Island. Everybody pile in. Just join after all. Just inviting all the relevant people here. We have a special guest today. You guys have never even met this person. You might actually already know him. I'm just inviting him behind the scenes. Here we go. There you go. Link. We're live from South Padre Island. I'm Joe Christiansen, also known as Joe C. I read the news, if that's what we're calling it. So I read whatever's on my LinkedIn feed. The old news, also known as the news. I'm at the Partner in Vibe conference, Partner Vibe, hashtag Partner Vibe. I'm living a transient lifestyle out of a hotel right now while I'm at the conference, and I'm about to go live on stage here with Carol Smock. She's TechFluent. She's TechFluent. And she's got it, man. She figures it. She knows what's going on. Ka-chank. Connect. Nico's, the comments are already pouring in. That's some Jive Turkey music. We bring the heat, man. It was real jazzy. How'd you guys like the new robot music? We're live in South Padre. I'm going to swing this around, actually. Let me see if you guys can follow this. Can you follow this? Yeah, look at that. I think it'll show the waterway out there. Is that true? Oh, yeah, there you go. It's the Friday morning you never asked for. We totally over-delivered on. All right, man. So we're on live. I'm just going to email just in case we're having trouble joining. There we go. And then we're going to read the news live. Today, we have a special thing for you. We're actually going to, after we announce our great guest, but you guys, what we need to catch up on is whether or not you are surviving the snow. Link. Neat. All right. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we got to figure out if you guys are surviving the snow, first of all. That's important. That's relevant. And in what you're doing with your year, everybody's year piles up this year at the beginning of the year. And what you're well through all of your well-intended intentions in January. And you're looking at the bare expanse of February, where you have to keep your New Year's resolutions and your intentions intact. Nobody knows, but we're going to be newly resolved to keep them, to uphold them. And here to help us uphold our intentions and our New Year's resolutions is none other than a 3-time Emmy Award winner. That's not true at all. But he works with AI, so he can just AI movie himself into an Emmy Award, which is honestly his right as a human being. And so he's doing AI the right way, and it's called Wrightway AI, people-centered AI. He knows how to spell AI. I want to give everybody, put your hands together for the great Will Hawkins.
That was That was quite an introduction. I actually remember, I don't know if I told you this story, but there's a risk compliance officer that I follow, and her theme is on Fridays. She does deep fake Fridays, and so she'll Photoshop or get an AI to generate an image of her in all kinds of different places. So she's in her like 40s or 50s, and she put her head on the body of like a festival girl at a rave, and like people were sending her stuff like, what happened to her? Like, is she okay? So not out of the possibility. Thanks for having me on, Joe.
Yeah, man. Hey, thanks for being here. Like so Will, I just met Will at this great conference called Partner in Vibe Conference, and you know, I was getting set up and stuff. I'm going to do a round table at this thing later on today. Carol Smock with TechFluent is taking a great risk by putting me on stage publicly with her. She's very gracious, and then so you get to know everybody at the conference. And when Will's a guy to know, he's doing AI the right way. And we just sat there and we did like an AI jam session last night. I was just laser eyes the whole time, like I couldn't sit still. And then Will was just like, he was like taming a bear, just following me around, just like, you know, pinning me down, keeping me in my corner.
Facilitating the expression of the creative spirit. You know, you're onto a lot of really good things there, and I was happy to help facilitate.
I mean, I landed for this thing, and you know, you got to do operations during the day, so you have to deliver. You got delivery all day, you know, running a business and everything. Being a part of big projects, I'm like a small part of large projects. I'm like the only part of the data and AI, or mainly data projects like data and BI. We're just starting to touch the AI stuff behind the scenes for our own stuff and building it into our products and everything. Will helps people build all that stuff into their products, and like it was just awesome to sit there and check it out. Like landing for this conference, literally the Uber driver on the way here, we were talking about AI apps, and he had never heard about that, the AI footprint. And we had AI itself, because AI is just one big monolith. AI itself was on the phone, and we were talking to it, and we were just like, literally, we were doing an app that he had in mind to like help homeless people. It was awesome, man. The whole week's been like that. Hey, what can you build?
You can build a lot, and honestly, it's been a really great experience. Also, being at this conference to just get a vibe. I guess that's the word of the week on what people are trying to build and trying to do, and where they're getting stuck, right?
So you and the great Nancie Calder, you guys did, I think, at least two roundtables covering topics around AI. Nancie's got a book out on Agentic AI. You guys covered today the one that I attended on architecture, trusted architecture in AI. You got all these design patterns. So if anybody's building, go look Will up. He's at it's RITEWAI, Wrightway, which is RITEWAI. And Will's the CEO and founder. There you go, man. You're gonna have you'll have a stampede of the three people who watch this thing, like beating down your door. And one of them,
my email is gonna get flooded with bots, just corralling my email address and trying to hit me up with random offers.
So this is the conference where we're the Vibe Tribe! Exclamation point. That's not really exclamation. That's like it's 26. Yeah, there you go. You got these little whammer thingers that you do on your wrist.
They're the best fidget toy.
Yeah,
hands down. Like, you can't find something better to play with than this.
Well, the good people of the entire world, Will, they need us to read the news. What they have in their lives is every week life throws them something different. We've got to show them that we're getting thrown the same things, and we bravely, even with great honor, and what else? Courage. Yeah, we bring courage to the table, and we brave all the elements of the news. And this week, you were gracious enough to volunteer, literally like 30 minutes ago, to swivel the old camera around and share your screen and and then walk through the news. Are you still good with this deal?
Absolutely. I'm first of all want to say thank you for the privilege and honor to candidly share my LinkedIn feed and just give natural reaction to what I would normally do if I was scrolling right now.
That's absolutely. I mean, so Will's got a feed. He's got a different feed than I have. It's going to be a lot of AI, and so Will, hide your messenger, hide your tell Teams to go on do not disturb or whatever. And then when you share, pump up the volume, like scroll in, like zoom in and show the people all the letters, because it gets real squinty if we don't.
Yeah, for sure. Let me see if I can get this set up. You can see my screen.
Let us know when you're good and we'll turn it on.
Yeah, my screen should be on. Can you see it?
All right, there you go.
AI agents built with Microsoft Copilot Studio.
Join us as we explore 3 areas: security with guardrails, governance with confidence, and scaling with trust.
Walk away with actionable steps to effectively manage the full agent lifecycle.
Oh my gosh, look at those guys. We've jumped right into it.
Yeah.
Want to learn how your organization...
That was quite... So Joe, I've known of him for quite a while, and he's sometimes called Flow Joe, because I believe he's been primarily living on the Power Automate workflow side of the house. And I find that really interesting. When I watch my feed consistently, I start to see different people moving into different places and doing different things. And so it's cool to watch their transformation from the sidelines and just be a spectator. Obviously I don't have any popcorn with me, but getting to observe them from afar.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, can you pump up? So make that center part really big. There you go. Because what I got some good heckling from the bleachers at some point about how people can't read it if they don't blow it up.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
we gotta get ahead of the heckling.
Yes. Proactively avoiding heckling is a good call.
Did you have any heckles in your sessions this week?
I actually wish, it's crazy to say, but I wish I had more. I haven't had a really good heckle in a long time. I'm trying to think of, the last time somebody just, threw something at me on stage, or, quietly like told me to, do something or something like that. But it doesn't happen as often as I would like it to.
It's like, nice talk, computer boy. Like, hey, this
is a nerd.
yeah. Nice talk, nerd. So Joe, this is Joe Yu, and he's doing secure with guardrails, connector policies. So he's in the thick of it. He's in the weeds here. Yeah,
he's right on the product. So product marketing manager. So he and Jack are they're kind of the mouthpiece for the product, which is what I gather, and I mean that with the most sincere appreciation and admiration, right? They're the evangelists. They're showcasing, and I really love watching both of these guys from afar, because they're the ones that fill my feed up with, hey, that new feature just came out, or this thing just got pumped from public preview to GA, and that's very helpful for me in my work, especially with the clients that we serve, that okay, this may have not been ready a month ago, but hey, now we can actually try doing this. Like we wanted to do something with Dataverse and Copilot Studio. Well, a couple months ago, maybe that wasn't possible. Hey, now it's there. Let me just send this right over to my CTOs and my CPOs and all them, and just say, look, we're ready to go. I know it's coming right off the shelf, but let's get into it.
Oh, it's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, you're following these guys a lot closer, and my feeds, I'm full up on biz apps and data and stuff like that. So I got to start following some of these guys.
Yeah, I mean, Copilot Studio team always have really good things to share. Got a lot of MVPs on here sharing some Copilot Studio updates. That's always cool to see. Love my fellow MVPs sharing some cool stuff. I was looking at this and I was like, wow, I might actually need to plug this in for a client in the near future, because hey, environment variables for knowledge sources, very, very important stuff. You know, you got to be able to easily transfer over your assets from one environment to the next.
So, so can you scroll back up to ramp? One of the rules on this format is that we have to, with great actual bravery, we have to read every last thing in front of us. And what I caught on this one is that Molly liked this. Otherwise, we never would have seen this ramp advertisement. What do you think about the ramp people?
The one thing I wanted to note is that they follow ramp, and I'm always curious because ramp comes up for I think it's a payment solution, if I'm not mistaken. So I've had clients and friends that have mentioned it, and I'm sure that's why somehow it ended up on my feed. And now they got a credit card, so I mean, yeah, they're moving on up in the world, I guess. And who's going to turn down a free pair of AirPods to get a credit card? I mean, that's a no-brainer. I mean, you know, that's basically Christmas came a little late, but also early.
I think it's fair to bribe.
Hey, it's a carrot incentive program. It's really all it comes down to. Bribing can mean many different things to many different people.
Well, you can on ramp. So we've got ramp going into some of the F&O clients, and it looks like it's an easy sort of thing. Like ramp handles a lot of it. You just sort of need a journal open and some config, like basic config, flipping it on, like it, you know, allowing it in, and then it's not that bad. Like it sort of, you know, goes right in. Not a big you know, wrestle or harangue. So that's hard actually. I don't like with spend management, corporate card and stuff like that. It really is sort of the case that you're dropping in. You could actually filter a lot of the stuff before it hits dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you have to do if you need the dynamics data to like tell what you're gonna, you know, how to categorize your expenses and everything. So maybe they've got some, you know, back and forth read write kind of stuff that where it's getting the right data that it needs, and then it can write a journal. But really, at the end of the day, it's just writing a journal.
Mm.
So what do you think about that, where you got an architecture where you got an ERP and you got an AI thing that can extend and really help leverage, like get more ROI out of the app, and all you got, and it's really low touch. Like you don't have a huge integration there. You can sort of drop in journal lines at the end.
Yeah, the flag that always goes up in my head when I hear that is how much control do you have? Because if it's a, you know, they kind of do everything thing, and then that's a critical business item, and for some strange reason it fails, and you don't have any ability to tinker with it to change for your particular situation. It can kind of, sometimes it'll give me the heebie-jeebies, because I know, like I've got, I don't know if you guys can see my taskbar, but this software called Motion that I use for basically building out my calendar for the week. And I learned, because of my own issue with it, that, you know, there was a time, I think there was a Google outage a couple months ago, and Motion was running on Google, so it just crashed. And I was like, I can't look at my agenda or my tasks or anything for the next couple of hours. Like I gotta go back to the dark ages of what's called OneNote or my Obsidian brain or something like that. And so I always kind of have that thing in the back of my head when I see those, like, I don't want to say too good to be true SaaSes that are, you know, really simple, really easy to configure, because it reminds me of when I used to be an IT desk clerk, because people would come in and they're like, I got this MacBook. This MacBook is amazing. It's so intuitive. It's idiot proof. Like it works like magic. And then they bring it to me when it's broken, and to unmuck the brokenness of it is 10 times harder than any Windows machine that you'll ever work with.
Exactly.
So I just got some war stories from there that give me the heebie-jeebies sometimes.
Yeah, like the apps are that, yeah, but that's it, right? Like as you're innovating, like you're just going to have all of these hiccups that, like, it's the best thing ever, and then you're down for X amount of hours, and best thing ever again, and back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah, it's part of the road, right? Like we talked a little bit about that this morning. Like you're your goal with innovating is lessons and momentum. Like the results will come naturally over time, right? You're producing the internal knowledge capital that is unavailable to you until you've crossed that plane, right? It's like you don't know how to swim until you've jumped in the water. It's just how things work, right? So yeah, totally get that.
So I'm writing a secret message. It's we have to issue an award right now. Every week, the person who natively comes up at the top of your algorithm gets the algorithm award for the week with the most amount of rhythm.
Hey, that's great.
So I'm saying congrats to Joe Yu. You win the International News
Woo!
Weekly.
Way to go, Joe.
Algorithm Award.
Yeah. Is it a co-award winner? Because I guess technically Jack's on here too.
No, it's Joe. He's undisputed because it came up on his account.
That's true. Yeah, that's usually how these rulings go from what I've heard.
I'm gonna say undisputed, no matter what at Jack Rowbottom says.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Jack Row. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Man, that works. He showed up on Will's algorithm. Hey man, Joe, we have a new winner. So short, very briefly, in no time at all, Nico, our web guy, he's the AI dude for our company. Nice. And he's gonna be posting a leaderboard for the Algo Award winners. And,
nice.
Yeah. So far, Anya Chichersky's in the lead. She's got 5 mentions. We've got Murray Fife's mentioned twice. We think we've got all the Algo awards doled out correctly, but way to go, Joe Yu.
Yeah, oh boy, it's great.
So we've hit Joe Yu and Ramp. We hit what else do you have for us on your great feed?
I'm very excited. It's kind of like the dopamine hit right before you swipe left or right on something. Let's see what we got. Oh, Matthew Devaney. Oh yeah, we were talking about this. Copilot Studio update.
Oh, you got environment variables. That's good because like what you're saying about promoting to prod, you can just sort of throw in a variable there. So same code, and then you just switch a variable, and that sends it to the right place.
Metadata-driven pipelines. That's the way.
This is the way.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. He's in the thick of it. What does that agent thing mean up at the top left? Is that new?
That's just the name of the agent. So if you were in Copilot Studio, that would be your bot's name. And then this is the name of the knowledge source, which I find kind of interesting. I've obviously been in here and done my fair share of stuff, but I don't know why employment standards just sticks out to me. I'm like, what were you up to, Matthew, that warranted you screen capping with employment standards and not, I don't know, knowledge source number 1? Maybe that's just how my brain operates, but I'm like, what were you working on? Because it looks like it's a SharePoint.
We don't know. You know how many things are being worked on behind the scenes? So when I first saw it, I actually thought it was like a part of the LinkedIn post, and it was like a new status or something. But no. That's cool, man. So he's an MVP, Matthew Devaney. He's at Hitachi, Canada. I know some Canadies. So like and you guys are down from Canada. You guys are you were sporting hockey stickers on your laptop. Did I read that right?
I probably have a couple. I realize if I go to look at them, I'd have to tilt my screen down, and then you guys just get to see my puka necklace. But I definitely, you should see, if we were doing this when I'm back at my place, I've got like 4 jerseys hung up right above my thing. And I find that my American clients are always like, I love hockey. I wish I knew more about it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to say to that. Like, maybe look into it.
But like, so Canada didn't invent hockey?
I don't know. The story that we were told growing up is basically somebody decided one day that they were going to take some horse dung that was frozen and a stick and just start shooting it at things. And the rest kind of evolved from there. I frankly don't remember why we decided to put knives on boots. Probably because people kept slipping on the ice, and somehow from there it just took off into our national sport. Actually, no, that's another fun fact about Canada. Our national sport is not hockey; it is lacrosse.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, but yet lacrosse players almost always at a professional level have to get a part-time job because lacrosse is a very under-supported professional sports league. So it's a little counterintuitive from time to time.
Goodness gracious, this is an education, man. I've learned so much. Like the mainly because I'm like the U.S. and Canada will have like fairly like caricature understanding one another. But somebody was saying, I think Nancie was saying that when people from Europe just assume that she's like like American, Canadian, like interchangeable. So, hey, can you click on this joereadsthenews.com leaderboard? Nico just put it in the chat thingy there.
Let me see. Oh, cool. I just realized this whole time I was looking at my feed and I couldn't see you or the rest of things. And I was like, I don't know if I can click the next tab, but okay, I've got the chat open. Here we go. Okay. So you want me to take this link here? And what am I doing with the link?
Just bring it up on screen there. Let's see if we can do if we can see the actual leaderboard, all of the leaders. This is a moment for Anya basically to boast how much she's defeated the algorithm. So Nico, can you just look at the leaderboard, because Murray Fife appeared so much, but it might be the case that Murray actually wasn't the leader. Here you go to the scene. Boom, 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 boom.
33 and 32.
Yeah, Anya's at 5.
I'm gonna bookmark this.
Yeah, this is your new target. It's probably the pettiest.
This is life. Kate's on here too. Holy smokes, we got quite. This is if there is a best of the best hall of, you should have a hall of fame. That may be the next move. The Joe Reads the News algorithm hall of fame.
Yeah.
I remember side quest when I was a kid. I used to play, I think it was like Tony Hawk's skateboard game or something, and we literally spend afternoons trying to wreck our player so bad that he ended up in the Hall of Meat. That was the goal. You weren't trying to get good at skateboarding. You were just trying to break every bone in the character's body so that you ended up in the Hall of Meat.
That's awesome.
It's a great activity for 11, 12-year-olds.
Oh my gosh, yes, that's all you want to. That's all you care about is just like, death-defying, stunts and stuff like that, and who survived.
Yeah. Injuring a digital character, like who doesn't want to spend their Saturday afternoon doing that?
Yeah, like as kids, we would always see who could, literally the word verbatim, the words were who could die the best.
Yeah. It was like training to be a possum or something.
Yeah. And then you grow up to be an adult and you're like, I don't want to die at all. I've got that life insurance. I got anti-death, procedures in place.
Yeah, I'm wearing a helmet because my insurance, not into that.
Man, that's awesome. So we got the leaderboard up here, the algorithm leaderboard. We're gonna do we got a couple other segments here. We have one that's called What the L. And this one, as you're going through your news feed, we have to pick where there have been too many L's used or a conspicuous absence of an L.
Okay. I'm down for that. I have a deep, begrudging hatred of the letter L. I think it just it has such a poor connotation. Look at that. That's the first letter in this post. This is ridiculous. It's like they knew I was gonna say that.
Yeah, it's lurking. It's L lurking everywhere. And look at the URL.
Yeah, these L's are lurking everywhere.
That was the whole segment. It doesn't. We don't promise that the segments are going to be good. We're already past this segment.
I thought that was pretty good. I thought that was, it did not deserve an L. That's for sure.
So, Will, some of my habits, my human habits are changing. Like somewhere on online, it has said that you can get up, and what a lot of people do is they do fasting, and this is supposed to be good for you. So
I've heard
when I was growing up, it was just called starving between meals and like that you were hungry. But now it's fasting, and you can even charge for this service.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So there's starving as a service?
Yeah, like I'm going to run a fasting thing that's online. It's a way better if it was going to be online. And then I want it to be SaaS, and I also want it to be AI driven. And what you do is you come to my platform and you sign up, and then you don't eat anything.
Yeah, and the AI continuously reminds you that you can't eat anything.
Yeah, and if what I would like to do is if people are not eating stuff, I'm gonna say that, hey, you haven't paid for that, and get back on there and pay for it.
Yeah, seriously, you think you can do that for free?
I learned about REST APIs while I was here from Rod, and like that I think
that looked like a great time.
Yeah, I need some REST APIs in that service for me charging you not to eat anything.
Yeah, you would. You need some data being fed into the agent to say, I remember the last time you ate, it was about 3 minutes ago. So you're cut off from the platform.
Yeah, it's like, hey, the agent is the only thing eating around here.
Yeah, agents got to eat. Just keep consuming.
It's virtual eating. So like, so that's good. Like, I think if you had low expectations for this whole episode, I think that at this point they've been met.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I was entering in with a fantasy of what this show would be, and this trumped my fantasy, no pun intended, because of just how phenomenal it was in exceeding non-existent expectations that I may or may not have had.
Yeah.
So I like it in a nutshell. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, in our target market, like it's we actually target the expectations that you have not had.
That's exactly what this would be. That's a very accurate representation. These are expectations I never thought I needed.
We want to get even to the expectations that you didn't have for our show, and get and disappoint those as well.
Yeah, no, I think you guys do the best in the world job of that. That is your secret sauce, if I've ever seen anything.
Man, Will, like what else do you have for us on the feed? Can you feed the agents? I'm not eating anything for sure.
No, let's have all the viewers fast in silence as the agent just consumes and mocks them. Oh, this is a good one. This is a real good one. Tobias is a friend of mine, absolutely brilliant. Does very similar things to me on the other side of the pond. He's in Germany. So I've always loved whatever he has to share. He's got so many good things going on. I do not know Bernardo, but Workera.ai sounds somewhat familiar. I feel like I've seen that. I'm a huge behavioral science fan. I went to school for economics, so that was basically my jam for a couple of years.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you're in a, that's right. You mentioned yesterday it was economics. So isn't that a cool crossover? The whole economics. Like yesterday, you were saying you had mentioned that intelligence and competency, or at least like work ability, is like if the supply of that is sort of flooding the market, starting to flood the market, what happens to the market? That was a great question. That was kudos to Will.
I can't take any credit. My agent came up with it. I was just the mouthpiece.
Did your agent book you here on this thing? You got to go correct that agent.
Yeah, I think the algorithm got a little confused. It got a little hot with the algorithm awards, and it just, it was like it saw a cookie and it realized it can't fast anymore and just needed to move in on it. So yeah, we got to tweak that agent a little bit.
So Bernardo, data and AI transformation, Workera AI, skills tech, behavioral science. He spoke at WEF.
He was at WEF. I'm curious let's see if is there pictures. Well, there's graphics, but oh, look at that, reflections, and he's gassing up my boy Tobias. So they're good. They're good friends. I love that. Oh yeah, there we go. Got some tags in there. This tends to be the kind of stuff that I see a lot of on my feed because I get a lot of the non-Microsoft AI people talking about their frameworks and how general they apply. And some of them do for sure. And some of them I'm just like, okay, this is a little bit of a, like, I don't know. I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, well, that's first of all, a terrible view. But like, okay, integration automation AI framework. This looks like a lot of just diagrams on screens for me. You can tell that they don't have a marketing group. See, this is the terrifying thing with my feed is that the minute I do anything, the whole feed just blows up with like 9 more messages. Like, look at this. Where did all this come from?
Yeah, it's always, it's got a preference for novelty. It's assuming you're completely like you've zoned out and you can't focus any longer because you're completely bored with. See those? I think that LinkedIn calls those things the olds, and then it's like, this guy needs the news.
He needs the news. That's what it's there for. He's like, let me just plug him back in, hit him with another shot of news because obviously he needs some more of that.
You already ran out, like you're exhausted after 4 posts that you read.
It is overwhelming. It's like, well, okay, I could literally sit here for probably the next day and a half and just hit refresh, and every single one would be like, oh my god, I gotta read that. I remember doing that for a while. I was like, okay, we're dealing with things.
Well, this conference that you did, you had speaking spots. You're offering everybody a service. So all this AI stuff, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to, when we're doing these, when we're doing the stage here, we do an extreme close-up. So we turn off the stage, and then you and I, we have to address, look into the camera and address our audience, and we got to level with them. And give them a message directly, straight from our heart. When you engineer this address to the audience, Will, it's got to come from the heart. That's your
piece of cake
point.
Piece of cake. So I'm addressing what from the heart? Like, do you want me to tell you my heart rate per minute? My HRV, like I've got the stats. I got an Aura ring, so I can happily provide some stats on my heart.
Yeah, that's IoT sensor from the heart. So you need to address the people, the folks at home. For the folks at home, we have to give them. So a message to the folks at home will bubble up and it will rise up into your head, into your consciousness, into your reason. Now, and then you can, if you want to verbalize something to the audience, you got to tell them something and give them some encouragement for the week.
Sure. I will tell you this. The number one thing I've shared with people this week at this conference is that I've always believed that AI is an interface for your own conscious experience. What you see is what you get. There's now studies that prove that. There's a 92% correlation according to Anthropic Economic Index that the level of quality of your prompt is the results you get. PhD level thinkers get PhD level results from AI. And as Joe and I had a fabulous conversation about last night, it's a beautiful opportunity to expand who you are, what you do, and why that matters, because you're able to rethink everything. We've done it. You word vomit, conscious vomit into an AI tool. It gives you a whole different train of thought and perspective. And you make that a pattern that you repeat. I mean, I feel like in the last 3 years, I've grown 40 years just simply because of the ability to consistently reflect. And actually, I say that, and I know this is a little long-winded, but Fridays are actually my reflection day. And what I do is I literally go into an agent that I've built and I say, okay, take all the data from this week, line it up with I have an internal compass document, which basically lines out all my macros, macro goals that I have for the year, and just tell me what I missed. What do I want to look at? What should I learn? The reflection for this morning was sometimes I'm bad at follow-ups because I feel like I have to have everything completed before I follow up with you. And sometimes all I have to do is just say, hey, I'm working on it. I'll get back to you, and that internal reflection, I'm already a better person as a result. And if that's something that you care about, which I hope you do, this is the best tool on the planet for it. You will not find something. There's no book, no course, nothing will give you the ability to evolve yourself the way that AI does.
That's amazing. Everybody, Will Hawkins. So, hey, Will, with this, that was amazing advice, man, especially the ship it now, do it now. And for the feedback, you can use that immediately. Hey, Will, what if with my prompt, since AI is like a mirror and it's telling you the quality of the results is the quality of you and what you're putting in front of it. What if it told me recently that I needed to go back to kindergarten and learn some manners and that I need a bib?
I mean, that would instinctively make me look in the mirror and be like, do I look better with a bib? I have to be honest with myself here. Are the puka shells a little outdated? Do I look better off with a bib? I think that's the real point of this entire discussion.
Will, what are you going to do over the next afternoon? Are you sticking around? Are you going to jump into the ocean, into the Gulf?
Yeah, I there's a beautiful painting of a turtle right above me right now, and that guy's having the time of his life swimming, and I'm like, that could be me. That very well could be me. I do want to see if I can get to your session that you're doing here in a little bit with Carol, and then I've got a couple of client things and a couple of things to sort out from the business perspective, and then just hanging out, being present, networking, enjoying other people's company. This is my out of office time, literally, because I work from home 100% of the time. So this is my chance to be in a quote unquote office, if you will, or out of the office to experience other people and connect. So that's what I'm here for.
We're so glad Will got out of the office. Thank you, Will. Thank you, everybody. We have great new AI generated music to play us off, which we're queuing up now.
That's amazing. Thank you for having me, Joe. Seriously, I'm very happy that I got the opportunity and very grateful to be here to have this experience with you.
Oh my gosh, man, you're the best, dude. It was awesome talking to you and meeting you, and then hearing Nancie again. The whole Vibe Partner In people, they put on a great conference, man. Everybody sign up. I think you have to sign up by June to get to the fall event. We'll give them a big old plug, and otherwise, man, let's go get it. I'm gonna prep for my stuff, and everybody out there, have a great weekend.
Yeah, have a good time. Seriously, just enjoy it.